What are we doing here? We're going to go back to how far did I make it? So I need the encampment. 1, 2, 3, 4, a couple more of these things to make my deal complete here. This up. We go to Blue Sword Games. There's so many free maps. And we want to go to, where is my one world? Red Gridless Encampment. One world. Drag this over to. Right click. Copy image address. We're going to do something else I forgot to do. It's a good thing I saved my object. Saved object. Let's bust out the Sand Skiff. There it is. And we're going to try one other thing here. Objects, components, custom token. This is another piece that comes with the whatchamacallit. So if I want to apply this, I'm going to go to my gizmo and I'm going to set this to 0, 0, 0. It rotates everything around because the pieces are stuck together. It's sort of now just 90s it on the table kind of a thing. But for a bit of added extra flair, would this look better forwards or backwards? I'm going to say like that. So if I go to transform, move, and position. So we're going to change this to some simple numbers. Let's go 30 by 8. Everything moves with it, which is cool. So when I click on this piece, you want to lock it in place. We're going to click on this, and we're going to hit the move, the transform, and we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to go 30, and then this is going to be 8. Oh, see what I did there? I forgot to do something. Let's move this out of the way. Move this out of the way. Everything needs to be locked. We'll go back, hit the transform, click on this. Easy numbers. 38. F1. Lock, lock. Lock this piece. F9 transform. We're going to do the same thing. 30 by 8. And then we just have to adjust the y-axis, which is probably going to be 7. And it doesn't look like it. So if we click on this, we should be able to select this piece. And now we're just going to drag it into position using these little nubs. And the one thing that I'm not 100% sure on is I think the size of it. Okay, so we're just going to screw around with this thing for a little bit here. Let's move this down so that it's kind of like there and there. Here's the scale. We can adjust it. So if we go scale of 2, scale of 2, scale of 2, we've just sort of doubled everything. And then we're going to adjust it so that it sits something like that. I don't know about the rotation though. That looks like it's pushing backwards. The wind is coming in this way. So we're going to change the rotation, the Y value to 180, the Y value to 360, the Y value to 360. How about 270? There we go. I think what I got to do too, though, is we're going to move it back a little bit so that the center part sits somewhat like that. Just for a little extra added love. There, not too shabby. Okay, so we got to join these. Join, and we are going to join this piece to this piece, and that's all there is to it. Now, when I unlock all 3 of these pieces, we should be good to go. What is happening? They are moving. Maybe I got to connect it to a different piece. Let's try joint this piece off to space, and instead of connecting it to that piece, let's join it to this piece. So now we have this piece connected to this piece of the cape, and then this piece of the cape connected to this one. Let's try that, see what happens. Maybe this game doesn't like 3 unlocks or 3 joint pieces. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, so we're going to select everything, and we're going to go right click. We're going to go save object, and we called this red sand skimmer. I'm just going to overwrite it if it asks me to. Yeah, it never did. I'm pretty happy with that. Alt print screen. No, Windows print screen. My bad. My bad. All right, well, now that that's done, let's just start deleting some pieces. We'll go back to what we were doing earlier.